You've likely felt the exhaustion of running at full speed, only to realize your surroundings haven't changed. The same financial panics arrive every month, and the same toxic dynamics appear in every new relationship, perfectly synchronized with your efforts to escape them. When grit and sheer willpower fail to move the needle, we usually assume we just need to push harder. But years of effort that produce identical results suggest the problem isn't a lack of work, it's a deeper mechanism at play. Consider how a broadcast system works. A receiver can only pick up what its internal settings allow it to catch. In the same way, your life tends to align with your underlying emotional baseline rather than your surface-level wishes. Those repeating struggles serve as a readout. They provide the exact coordinates of a hidden internal signal that has been running on a loop behind the scenes of your conscious life. This suggests a different way of looking at reality, as a direct, unblinking reflection. Everything happening outside of you provides a clear picture of what is happening inside. When you encounter a string of betrayals or find your savings constantly drained, reality is providing a map. These external events point toward a specific internal conviction that you aren't actually worthy of better treatment or lasting security. This reflection is cast by an old identity, a set of survival programs and beliefs that have stayed buried well below your conscious awareness for decades. If you look in a glass and see a smudge, you don't try to wipe the glass to fix it. You have to clean the person standing in front of it. Changing your life works exactly the same way. This old identity is a structural habit, built by the environment of your childhood. If you grew up in a household defined by scarcity or emotional chaos, those conditions became your baseline for what normal looks like. Your nervous system is wired to equate familiarity with safety. Its primary goal is to keep you alive, and it knows you survived the stress of your past, so it views that stress as a proven, safe harbor. When you finally encounter success or abundance, your biology triggers a high alert response. To a system accustomed to survival mode, the quiet of a stable life feels like a dangerous, unknown threat that needs to be neutralized. Your brain will protect the misery it knows over the happiness it doesn't. It will choose the safety of the rut every time until you manually override its definitions. You can feel this physical resistance when you walk into a space that represents the wealth you think you want. If your identity is rooted in struggle, an environment of extreme luxury can feel suffocating or intimidating. That visceral discomfort is your nervous system demanding a retreat. It wants to pull you back to the low-level problems it's trained to handle, effectively ejecting you from opportunities for growth. Most of us wait until we feel ready to take a leap, but comfort is usually just a lack of progress. There is a massive gap between true inner peace and the false comfort of a familiar bad habit. Growth requires you to systematically redefine what comfortable means. If you don't, your own biology will continue to reject any success that doesn't look like your past. Breaking the cycle starts with a cold, objective diagnosis. You have to treat your life's failures as evidence, revealing the hidden beliefs that produce them. This process requires a physical pen and paper journal. Set aside 15 minutes every day, either in the quiet of the morning or right before sleep. Using a screen keeps you in a reactive digital state. Putting a pen to paper creates a different neurological connection, allowing you to bypass your surface-level thoughts and tap into the deeper, unedited emotions that drive your behavior. By mapping out exactly how you feel when you fail, you begin to see the boundaries of your old identity. You have to name the shadow before you can step out of it. The second step is a system shock. You have to intentionally act in ways that surprise your nervous system, proving to your body that you aren't tied to your current status. Sometimes this means choosing a role that forces you to surrender the ego. Taking a humble job or a service position isn't about the money. It's about learning to hold your value even when your status has been stripped away. When you can find genuine peace while doing menial work, you prove to your subconscious that your identity is flexible. You are no longer a prisoner to how others see you or how you've seen yourself. People stay stuck because they fear the risk of change. But if you're already unhappy, you have no actual downside. The only thing you're truly burning is the time you have left. Finally, you must normalize the feeling of the life you want. You have to desensitize your nervous system to success so it stops viewing it as a threat. Go sit in a 5-star hotel lobby. Buy one coffee. Spend an hour just existing in that space. Let your body breathe the same air as the people you aspire to be, until your brain realizes that luxury isn't a danger. There's a subtle but powerful shift that happens when you stop wanting a better life and start remembering it. Wanting highlights what is missing. Remembering allows you to act with the quiet ease of someone who already belongs there. When you visually and physically expose yourself to the life you desire, you bridge the gap. Abundance stops being a fantasy and slowly becomes a habit your mind is ready to accept. By consistently challenging your old definitions of safety and teaching your body to be at home in success, the mirror of your life has to change. Your external reality will inevitably align with the person you have finally become.